What's going on, guys? Dan Edgington here again with Edgington Gardens, sporting our new t-shirts. Yay! As you can see, this is the same residence we were working on last week in Johns Creek, and we took the existing driveway pavers, which they had a few left over, quite a bit left over actually, and we made a new pathway up here for the garbage corral, which is going to go there, and we're going to cap this off with stone and make it really nice for them. And we're going to put some boulders here to help with this grade, and swale this around and put some plantings around it to make it look good without having water going to the pathway and with mud. And next week this tree is going to get transplanted. Believe it or not, this probably 3-inch caliper Japanese maple is going to be transplanted up here in this hole, kind of a focal point of the area back behind the seat wall in here, which we're excavating now. So it's going to be a pretty big size root ball when we're transplanting it. So it's got to be done pretty quickly. And what we'll do, and we'll video it when we do this, but that's going to be mud with some organic matter and fertilizer, and we're going to just transplant it over as is, wrap the bottom of it with some burlap, and bring it over to its new home. So, but we got to make sure it's cool enough out. We don't want to do it today like in the 70s. We want to make sure it's down at least in the 60s. We're kind of taking a chance moving it right now, as big as it is. But I think with the proper horticultural techniques and the proper root pruning, we shouldn't have a problem with it surviving and doing really well. So behind the seat wall, since we can see the back of the wall from, as you're coming up, it will be a set of staircase coming from this vantage point. We wanted to make sure that we put stacked stone, not just on the side of the wall, but also behind the wall. And this is all going to go down, obviously, in grade, but we didn't want to have to spend the money putting stacked stone the entire back of the wall. So what we did was we came up with the 4-inch block, put 4-inch block back here, so that we're going to stone this part, and then this part all the way back down and around. So then the soil line will come up to here-ish and grade its way back down. It's kind of a little way of cheating, if you will. But we're saving some money on the square footage of stone because it's a lot of money. And so the retaining wall is all finished. These little tornillos, as we say in Spanish, tornillos, these little threaded screws here put into cement. Those are going to be put on, connected to brackets for 6x6 pressure treated timbers. And those are going to be our posts for the railing going around this retaining wall. And we're going to frame the railing or dress the railing in 1x cedar to make it look really pretty and tasteful. And then we're going to actually put hog wire mesh between each one of these, and it's going to look really pretty when we're done. I'm very excited about it. So what we're doing now is, again, we're putting these tornillos, these threaded pipes in here, so that when we're putting the brackets on, we can set the depth as we need to. Because we have to have a 1% gradient from that point of the house, of the wall, all the way down this way. Well, why is that? Because water has to come from the house down and out. So we want to make sure that the elevation of the top of the wall out here is around 1% higher. In this case, it'll be about 1.5, maybe 2 inches fall from the house elevation down to the top of the wall here. So we're going to take a couple of days off of doing this. We got some water issues here, and we're going to take care of the waterproofing here, get that done against the house so they don't have any more water going into the basement. And that's been happening for a while. And as you can see here, the existing patio sunk quite a bit, and so they have some water coming off the gutters into here, and it's actually going into the basement. So we're going to try to solve that problem for them before we put the patio together. So that's kind of where we're at with this project. We're very excited, and until next time, see ya.